Right, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another diecast restoration video. So I hope everybody's well and you're looking forward to this video. This one was kindly donated to me by Mr. Luke Sansom, and a fellow restorer. He's a very good restorer, and his channel is Scaled Customs, so well worth a visit if you haven't been before, but I'm sure most of you will have seen his work and gone to his channel. So that's Scaled Customs, so it's well worth a visit. So yeah, well, thanks everybody for joining me and for all your comments on my previous videos, and thank you for watching, and welcome to any newcomers to my channel. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so better get on with it. This one is a comma lorry Artic unit with a trailer, Dropside trailer. Right, so yeah, we'll get on with this one. So as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Right, okay then, let's take a closer look at this one. Now this is from Luke Sansom again, another one of the models he gave to me when we were in Chester. Now this is in pretty good nick, got the glass in the window unit, so it's missing the mud guards and the bit that the trailer would hook onto. So I have got a repro one of those that I'm going to use, and yeah, I think this trailer must have come with a Bedford. It's a darker yellow, so that's all there. It's got a little bit of a kink in the front there, but other than that it's pretty good. Might have a little kink a bit in the side and there as well, so we'll have to straighten that, but that's easy to do. We got a slight bend in the back mudguard on both sides, so it's being dropped. It's not so bad this side, but it is a little bit. You can see when it's like that, and these as well, I think, are a little bit bent. So we'll sort that out, and yeah. Now I am going to do a custom paint job on this. It's going to be CRAPAUD transport, because I'd like to have one of these in my CRAPAUD transport fleet. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go and get the tools. We're going to dismantle this. There's not really much to dismantle. Got a rivet there to get the hook out. Do I take the hook off? I think I will. I could mask it, I suppose. No, I think I'll take it off. And yeah, we'll file the axles, or the axle, on one side, that side. That's the thinner side. You've seen me do that. This one we don't need to, we just got to straighten those tabs up gently, and the axles will drop out when you take the base off. Righty tighty. So let's get on with dismantling that one. Right, got my old tin lid. Okay, let's see if we can push the tabs up. This one's been pushed down quite far, so it's a bit of a pain in the tits. Okay, it's coming up. I think it's coming up. She's coming up. And these are a little bit, they haven't been pushed right down, so that's easier. Right, that should come out. Should come out. Famous last words is get the screwdriver under there. And then it's just like a tongue in the front. Nice easy model to undo. Now what I do with these, I just straighten them up with my pliers, if I can find my pliers. Seem to be gone missing. There they are. So yeah, I just straighten these up like that. Same with that one. There. So they're nice and straight to go back in. That base is actually in quite nice condition. It's a little bit bent down there. Let's see. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Right, so front axle and the back axle, so they're the same width, they are the same, so that doesn't matter which one goes where. Now we've got the window units being held in with a rivet. Do I drill that? It would be safer to do Martin's trick with that one. Hang on, I'll have to get back to you because I need to get some more tools. Okay, I've centre punched it and I've just drilled a little bit with a smaller drill bit. So I'm just going to drill a bit with a larger drill bit. I think that's one of my blunt ones. Which isn't very good. It's my blunt one. I've got another one here. See how this goes. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Oh dear. Doesn't want to budge. No, she doesn't want to budge. Right, I'm going to have to keep drilling this off camera. It's going to make the video too long otherwise. So I'll come back to you when I've got it out. Right, okay, I've got it out. But there is a crack in it, and when it's in the truck you can't see it. Now the crack doesn't go all the way through, it's on the inside. I could see the crack from the rivet before. I thought it only went a little bit, but it has on the inside, all according to how the light catches it. I don't know if you can see it. There, you can see it now, just in there with my fingers in front of it. So we're going to try and clean it up, but you might see it, I'm not sure. Like I say, it's not all the way through. It's smooth this side, but you can just see it on the inside. And then this bit here, it's not very good either, but that's nothing I've done, that's sort of in the moulding of it. So I'll smooth that off. I'll do it with sandpaper, and then we'll do it with the nail buffers and see how we get on with that. I need to put these things in a pot. These wheels I'll leave on the axle, no point in taking them off. Well, I need to go in the caustic, and I don't put them in the pot. So that's these bits stripped. The hook, again, I don't know what to do with that. I suppose I could put the hook on again. I could drill the rivet out. Better to take it off, I suppose. Oh, come on. Oh, the punch doesn't want to work now, the blooming thing. Oh, come on. It was working before. Oh, there you go. It unscrewed itself a bit. It's gone a bit to one side, that. We keep punching it across a bit, we'll get it in the middle. There we go. That should do. So I'll drill that off, and then, well, I'll drill it out rather. Get that hook. Smooth side of the file against the wheel. That's the thinner bit of the mushroom. We'll file that. Try and get the wheels off the trailer. Ooh, that's going to need quite a bit of filing, that one. It didn't look it, but I think it is. Okay, I think that's enough now, it should come now. The old tie's a bit naff on there. Okay, that's it. That one's off. Okay, that's that. So just the hook. I'll drill that off camera. It's just the usual drill out a rivet. So pretty straightforward. Okay, so I'll straighten these mud guards with the pliers and that, and then we'll put this in the caustic, and then it'll be all wire brushed and all cleaned up, ready for painting with the primer when I come back to you with it. Okay, just before we do go and dip this in the old caustic, I've done a few more things since dismantling. I've drilled out the rivet post. I've taken the hook off and drilled that out for a small rivet, which I've got there. This one I've drilled out where it articulates. I've drilled out for a rivet there, so we will be, I've filed the top down as well, so we'll be you know, putting a rivet and a washer on that for it to swivel. Was the plate, you can see the plate in there, got quite a big hole in the middle, and you need to put a washer for that as well. So that's that one. I've straightened up the mud guards, so they're all straight now. On this cab I've done a lot of filing. On the back I've filed the casting lines as best I can, and the same on these mud guards. Filed it and sanded it, and then around the bonnet, around there, done the casting lines. I've left that line there because that's meant to be there. That's where the wings are bolted onto the truck. So the little line there is like, usually it's like a sort of a piping, a leathery, well, a kind of a leathery looking piping that goes, you put it in, and a gasket that you put in like before you bolt the wings on. Well, that's what my old comma used to be like, the one I had, Health Super Boys. Also I've drilled the headlights out because, you know me, I couldn't resist dual headlights. I've tried some in there, and in my opinion they look nice. I know that's not how the model was, but at the end of the day this is a Code 3. It's not going to be the right colour. It's been tampered with. As soon as it's dismantled it would be, you know, it's tampered with, so it's not original. You know, this trailer doesn't even go with it. I mean, a trailer like this would have gone with it, but this particular one doesn't, because it's all different colours. So that's probably with a Bedford. But yeah, that's as far as I've gone, and I've sanded the roof down quite a bit because there was a lot of pitting in it. So I think that we're just about ready now for the old caustic. I'll have another look at it again once the primer's on. But yeah, so like I say, we'll go put it in the caustic and then I'll clean it up and come back to you. Right, that's it all cleaned up, ready to put the primer on. I've cleaned it with methylated spirit, so I don't want to touch it. I'm going to put the clamps on, and then I'm going to go out and spray the primer on it. So I'll come back to you when that's done. Okay, so that's the comma all done with primer. The trailer that goes with it, and then this repro piece, the back mud guards and the bit that hooks onto the trailer. Wheels, I need to get another set of wheels because they are plastic ones on here and I don't really like the plastic ones, and one of them's got a big chip in anyway, so I'm going to put metal wheels back on this one, or on this one. So I'm going to go and spray the trailer green. I've got some other bits I want to spray in this green. Well, the cab's going to go that colour as well, but the mud guards I want to have red. Same with the trailer, the mud guards and the underneath going to be red. So I'm going to spray the green, then when that's dry I'll mask it off. This I'm going to spray red on this bit to do the red mud guards. I'm going to have that on the seam. There's a seam there just to the right of that headlight, and I'm going to use that seam as the joint for the colour. So I'm going to do the wings red and the foot plates, the running board, and this is going to be dark green, and of course the roof's going to be white as my CRAPAUD transport colours. Okay, so I'm going to go out and spray this green on the trailer, and then it'll be tomorrow for me now. I'll spray the red on these bits when I get home from work, but it'll be in a few minutes for you. Okay, so I'll catch you when that's done. Right, got the red painted, so now I've got to mask off along these lines here and this side, and the foot running boards, foot plates, and then across there, and then this part I'm going to do green. So I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll come back to you when that's done. Okay, that's done. That's taken me about an hour to do. I can sort of half foresee a disaster, but anyway, we'll give it a go. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Okay then, I'm going to go and spray the green on, and then we'll see what it comes out like. Okay, we got that painted, so we're just going to leave that dry off a bit, tack off a bit, and then have a go at getting the tape off, the masking tape. But God knows what I'm going to find on, when I take it off. I'm dreading it. Right, okay, I've done the red and mud guards and the green, and I'd masked it all up, and I've just done this roof white, and my battery's saying it's flat on the camera now. So I'm going to pull the masking tape off and then see what result I've got. Right, okay, we've got that off. I've got a bit of a balls up there, so I need to I'll go along, put a little bit of green paint where that's come down a little bit, just tidy it up. I accidentally caught that with my fingernail when I was getting the masking tape off, and the front of the bonnet I must have knocked as well, right in a bad place. Anyway, I'll put a little bit of paint on that, and just a little blob just before I lacquer it, and it should smooth it out. So not too bad. I got one or two chips, one there and a bit up on the door, so oh, sorry about that. My camera battery went flat, so whilst it was charging I forged on. So I've done quite a bit more actually. I've put some decals on the bonnet. I put some on the doors, and I don't know if I'd done the detailing on the front grille and the bumper when the camera went flat. Can't remember now because it was a couple of days ago, or more than a couple of days ago. So yeah, I've been doing bits and pieces, half an hour here and half an hour there, and I've sort of forgotten to film it. I got carried away because I've been doing some more grass topping for my brother after work, so I haven't had a lot of time. I've just, like I say, been grabbing half an hour here and there. So that's where I'm up to with that. I haven't cleaned the glass yet. The wheels, I've found these wheels which fit the axles, so I'm going to use these. The wheels off of this were blue plastic, and one of them was broken, and I couldn't find another one to match, so I've put those aside for now. So I've got these here, so I'm going to have to strip the paint off and then paint them, so it'll be a little while for me before this is finished. Also, I've sort of got carried away again, and I've been doing the trailer as well in the background, so that's pretty much finished. I need to do the number plate black there. I've put some more of my decals on, but they haven't worked out very well, so I'm going to have to go around them a little bit, maybe with a little bit of green paint, because the white's showing. It was white decal paper, because I wanted to get the yellow of the CT of CRAPAUD Transport, because you see on the doors of the cab, it was the same colour as this, but on clear decal paper, transparent one, it comes out black with a green background. So I'm going to have to have a look at this. I haven't lacquered it yet, but I've made a wooden floor. Now what I've done here, it's these sticks. Now they're not stirrers, they're better quality. I got them from Temu, so they're nice and well, that one's a bit bent now because it's but they're pretty straight compared to the stirrers. You know, the cheap stirrers are all up and down in different thicknesses and widths and all the rest of it. So I've cut some of these to length, and it takes, inside the body, it takes 6 widths and another half a width. So I've put the half a width in the middle, and then what I've done, I've got my this thing, and I used the ruler and I scored down the middle of the others to make the planks look smaller, more in keeping with the trailer. And then also what I've done, I've had these things knocking around for a while, for quite a few years, probably about 10 years, for touching up your furniture. We had some old chairs that we got second hand when we were in our other house, which were quite nice, and I recovered the seats, but there were 1 or 2 little scratches on them, so I use these. They're just like pens really, but that's what I've done. I've used this darker one to do that, and then what I'm going to do, once I've sorted out these decals, I'm going to lacquer that. I've got the wheels, whoopsie daisy, I've got the wheels for the trailer painted and lacquered, so that's ready to go. I've just got to clean the axle up, and then I can put that on. So that's where we're at so far. It's coming on. Yeah, I don't know if I showed you, I can't remember if I showed you before, but I've done the back. That's all painted and lacquered. Got the spare wheel, the top of the spare wheel thing on there, and I've hammered the rivet down over it. So that's all ready. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'll get these wheels sorted out, and then I suppose next time you see it, it'll be all ready to put together. I might show cleaning the glass up. I'll see how I go. I do want to print some milk churns. I printed the wrong file the other day, these are too small. I've got the other size. I changed the size a little while ago and kept it on the file. So I want to put some milk churns in the back, and when I tried to print them, my printer kept, what did it say, something runaway. It was getting too hot. So it hasn't worked, so I need to have another go at doing that, printing some of the right size. 4 across does fit. I can't remember how many long, but I'll do them in 2 or 3 lots. So that's where we're at the moment. Right, okay, I'll see you in a minute. Right, I've got these barrels I've 3D printed, so I'm going to paint them. Just going to paint the paint them brown. This is Triumph Russet Brown, so I'll just paint them with that, and then I'll probably go around the hoops of the barrels with the well, you know, with the black paint. I don't know if you can see, probably not very well. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Right, I've painted up these barrels. I've done the hoops in black. I did it in that Pentel pen. I sprayed the barrels brown with some of my Holzhauer spray. That one. That's what they come out like when you've got a white barrel. It didn't work out on 2 of the barrels. The Pentel pen that I used, it ran, the colours ran, so I'll have to make sure to put those in the middle of my load. Now, I want it to be able to lift the whole lot out of the trailer, so I need to make a little framework to put inside, So I've cut 3 pieces. So basically I want 3 bits of wood to fit inside this trailer. When I put that floor in, I put a piece across the front there, which is slightly higher than the floor. Same on the back, you can see. So I need this to go inside there. So I need 3, but not right up to the side. Sort of, you know, roughly like that. Another one in the middle and another one the same as this one on this side. And it just works out right with the width of these sticks to put a couple of short ends in between these planks, and same this side. And then what I'll do, I'll stick the barrels to that afterwards. I'm not going to do it in the trailer, obviously. I'm going to do it out of the trailer, otherwise I'll end up gluing the blasted load into the trailer. And I don't want to do that because I want to be able to get the load out and you know, maybe put it in a different truck. So what I'm going to do, I've put the first piece in there, so I'm going to put a bit of super glue on these short ends that I've cut. I've got some more here, so I'm going to just super glue them around about there, one on each side, and then another one of the long ones, and then 2 short ones and another one of the long ones. So I'm going to do it like that. I'll get me super glue. I'll probably have to hold them for a bit anyway. That's what I'll do. I'll put a bit on there, and then I should be using the tweezers for this really, because I'm going to end up getting glue all over them. So hang on, hold your horses. Right, put it about there. Maybe a bit further back. Oopsie. Oh, I've got the shakes a bit. Been on the bin wagon all day, so I'm a little bit shaky. Okay, so I'll put that first one there, and then I'll carry on, and then I'll show you when I've done it. Because you'll be bored if, you know, you got to wait for each piece. Okay, so that's glued on, so whilst that's drying properly, well, I'll leave it for a bit longer. What we're going to do, we're going to put the jeweled headlights into the tractor unit. So I've got them in here somewhere. They are tiny. Drop that one. There. Right, I'm going to use the gem tack. My new pot. So here goes, we'll put a bit on the cocktail stick. And we'll put a little bit in the holes. I did drill right through. Accidentally, of course, although I had to go quite deep to make me able to you know, seat them properly, but they'll be fine, I think. They'll be fine if I can pick them up. Put them in. Bit too much gem tack in that one. That's a bit better. The old cocktail stick. Getting the excess. Not cocktail stick, cotton bud. Get the excess glue off. Hopefully that'll be okay. Job to get that one straight. You might have gone a little bit too fine. There, that should do. Right, okay, we've got this done. Glued these bits underneath and we're all glued on, and it fits quite nicely in there. Yeah, so that's happy days. Looks quite nice, and I can take it out if I want to, so it's not permanent load. Right, I need to get all the bits and pieces together then and get this model put back together. So we got the back bit, we got the cab, I've got the wheels there. First of all, well, there's two things I need to do. The first one, put the back onto the trailer, and then I've got to put the windscreen in to the cab. And my camera battery is flat again, so I need to swap it. Right, okay, let's get started. So I'll tip that upside down, and I will put some glue into the hole first. I don't want to put too much, but I need to put enough. Trouble is, there's not much coming. There's not much coming on my cocktail stick. There we go. There, that'll do. That'll do. Move that out of the way so I don't knock it. Now, I need to put this over there. And then this washer, I can pick it up. Probably end up gluing it to the thing. Okay, and then the rivet. Okay, hopefully that'll be okay. Whilst I'm with the trailer, I shall put the hook on. So again, I've just put super glue on my finger. Put a bit of super glue in the hole, and if I turn it that way, I might put just a little bit around there to help it. Right. The old hook. Oh, come on. Blooming thing. Get in there. There you go. That's it. Got there in the end. Right, we'll shove that out of the way, and then we'll move on to the glass, which I'll drop in, and then I'll just put some 5-second fix in there, all this UV stuff if it hasn't gone off. Get my light. Right. God, that's very oh, not sure about that. That's very liquid. Hang on, I'm not going to use that. I've still got some 5-second fix left. I think it hasn't all leaked out everywhere. Damn, I think a lot of it has. Right. Okey-dokey UV light. My batteries need replacing in this, not very bright. Okay, I'm going to leave that on there and we'll come back to it when it's dried. Right, that's done, but I wish I hadn't used this flipping stuff now. I should have shaken it first. I didn't realise it was going to be like that, and it all ran in there. So unfortunately I've got a mark now on the top of the window. So there's nothing I can do about that. The rest of it's okay, it's just that piece there, so I'm a bit cheesed off about that. I got this instead of the 5-second fix. Should have shaken it, I think. Never mind, shit happens, you live and learn. Right, okay, Now what I've got to do is the base plate, which I'd completely forgotten about. So it's still on my thing from when I painted it. So let's get that on, and we need to put the wheels on. Now let's see, I think they're both the same width for some reason. I don't know why they're the same width, because the front one's really quite wide. Have I got it the right way around? No, possibly not. Okay, that's obviously the way. There must be a slight difference in length, all the same. That's it, we got it. Right, so it's not like the Bedfords, you don't have to slide anything underneath by the steps. So it's just this tongue part in the groove in the bumper, which will probably scrape the black paint off the base plate, I would think, because that's usually what happens. There you go. Might be alright. Right. Get that in, that's it. Okay. We're in there. Pull that out again. Need to bend that over without damaging anything. And I usually use a piece of wood or my little glue stick here. I'm not going to push them right down inside in case I need to undo it again. So long as they're more or less, so long as the tabs are more or less flat, so they don't interfere with the body part of it. Yeah. So that rolls all right. Looks okay. Now this piece in this tongue here goes into the groove there. See the groove in the front? That's it, and that goes down. And then we got a pin that goes through here. So I've got this pin here. It's an old, a very small pop rivet pin. And push that through there. And try and push it through the other bit. And I've put a couple of little chips on there now, trying to mess around with this like this. I always have difficulty with these pins. Every time. Yeah. I think I can line it up. Come on. Come on now. That's it, she's through. Okay, she's through. So I'm just going to put a little bit of super glue. I don't know if there's any, if this has gone off now. No, it's still a bit. Put a little bit on the pin on the inside, that'll hold it in. Right, that's that bit. Just got a couple of little bits that I've chipped there, like I say, when I'm messing around with the pin. So, right, that's okay, she turns okay. Right, so just the load to put in now. Got it there, front, back. And there she is. There she is. Move that out the way. Happy days. Right, well that's it then. Another one saved from the Dinky scrapyard. And before we go, I'm going to do the outdoor shots again, like usual. And we'll put it on the turntable to compare before and after, as usual. And then that'll be that. So a very special thanks again to Mr. Luke Sansom for donating this model to me, and I hope you like it, Luke, the old CRAPAUD transport. And yeah, and also to Peter Horton, who he had given me this quite some time ago, the Bedford with all the bits in the bag, and I raided that to get the back mud guards, you know, and the bit that hooks the trailer on. I put it on this one. But don't worry, Peter, I will do something with that Bedford. It won't be discarded for sure. I've got a box with some Bedford bits in, so I will be doing something with that, making up another model. I've got a couple of Code 3s in mind. So yeah, well, I'd just like to say thank you, all of you, for watching this video. It's been a little while coming, and I'm sorry there's been a gap since the last one, quite a big gap. Like I say, I haven't had so much time, and you know, I have been helping my brother a bit. Yeah, so that's that then. So as I say, do hope you've enjoyed it, and that you've enjoyed it enough to come back again next time to join me for another diecast restoration video in a couple of weeks' time. So until then, please take care, look after yourselves, and then we'll see you in the next video. Cheerio for now. Bye bye. Abato. See you next time.